So I may just spend the next 10 minutes watching Rigby snuggling with her husband in the new box. Looks like they'll be getting ready to try again soon. Not that they don't have children. But their current squeakers are fast approaching 3 weeks old. So they will be looking to leave the nest box before too long. Typically speaking, when pigeon babies leave the nest box, Dad takes over taking care of them. Almost entirely. Because there's a roughly 50-50 chance that Mom is getting ready to hatch new eggs. Getting ready to lay new eggs, getting ready to set them. Generally speaking, pigeons that want a chain of clutches. Oh, look at Lily and Luxie. Oh, goodness. My God, they're so sweet. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Pigeon breeding goes one of two ways. Ideally, you hope that the breeding pair takes a rest after their squeakers. And once the squeakers are fully weaned, they mate and then try again. But sometimes, as soon as the squeakers are up and start walking around about 3 weeks old, the cock will mate with his wife again. And their reproductive cycle is 7 days from sex to fertile egg. If there is going to be a second egg, it will be laid within 24 to 36 hours. Hello, Vinny. You and Bean are lovely company. What good boys. Hey, by the way, we're out of quarantine and Bean is available for adoption. He's the best boy. After eggs are hatched, if they are fertile, you can check at day 9. By the way, you should see spider webbing of veins along the inside of the shell. A cell phone light is bright enough to candle a pigeon egg. If the eggs are fertile, they will hatch 18 days after they were laid. Or they will start to pip 18 days after they were laid. If pipping is difficult for some reason, they may hatch at day 19. But generally speaking, it's day 18 on the dot. Aw, you can't actually see Jet in there because he's a little too dark. But here they are kissing and preening. It's looking like they're definitely excited to start a new nest. They've been a fantastic pair so far. They are tight setters, they're excellent pumpers. Their squeakers have not gone hungry a day in their lives. Now you get to watch squeaker development on this channel pretty frequently. So we'll get into that more as actual squeakers develop, but the long and short of it is that generally speaking they are weaned and fully self-feeding at 4 weeks. My current policy is not to let them leave until 6 weeks. They can have their first vaccine depending on which vaccine you're doing. They can have the salmonella one as early as 5 weeks. And then they'll need their booster 3 weeks later. I'm not sure how adoption policy is going to be changed by that. I suppose I'll give people the option of deal with the shots yourself or wait until after they've had the booster. Which could mean the squeaks don't leave until 8 weeks or until 9 weeks, depending on how they want that handled. really birds that are going to show and whose flocks are going to get new birds frequently are the ones in most danger of disease. Excuse me, it's dusty as crap in here. Well, it was. I kicked up an awful lot of dust cleaning because I had to stop in the middle of the day on Monday, or in the middle of the task on Monday. It got too dark for me to work, or too cold for me to work. I have a light out here. I can work easily enough in the dark. But I'm also arthritic, so I can't work very well in the cold for long. Hello, Bean. You are just a delight of a lap buddy. He doesn't like me to pet him. Most cockbirds tend not to unless they're bonded with you like they consider you a mate. But Bean, you want nursies? No? Don't want them now? Okay. Oh, hi, Vinny. Sometimes Bean likes to shove his beak between my fingers, which is a nursing behavior. Oh, he got down to poo. That's a sweet boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. They tend to pick up naturally on the fact that you don't like when they poop on you. So pigeons who like you will endeavor not to do that thing you don't like, at least not on purpose. They're going to have accidents on occasion. You're just going to have to deal with them. But, as you can see, a healthy pigeon, excuse me, Vinny, poops a pretty solid little poop. It's not the gross wet splatter like you see in cities, because they can only do the gross wet splatter when they haven't had, well, the gross white splatter, I'm sorry, when they haven't had anything in their stomach for 12 hours. Nasty wet poop, especially with a mucousy sheen, is indicative of parasites. And when you raise livestock, you get to be very intimately acquainted with what is normal and what is not when it comes to poop. It's one of your earliest indicators that something is wrong. Oh God, that's precious. Oh. She loves her jet so much. She's such good a girl. Few things quite so cute as their little butts sticking out of the nest box while they're kissing each other in the background. This behavior, by the way, is called allopreening. He is preening his wife. It's both a sign of affection and to make sure she's comfortable. Preening near their cheeks, as you're about to see with this pair, is an invitation to court. Oh. That's how quick pigeon sex is. Less than 2 seconds. And, these pair are switches? Yes, that happens in pigeons. The hen is the bird circling the cock right now. So she will take her turn, also mounting him. Now she's out of a sex-linked pair. We know for a fact she's female. We knew for a fact she was female from hatch day. So this should prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that just because they mount something does not mean they're male. Females do this too. Generally speaking, well, pretty much always, they'll do their mating outside of the nest because they need a flat surface. He's got to get on top of the hen and hopefully not knock her over. If he knocks her over, he's not going to deliver any sperm. Pigeons do not have a phallus. Okay, and there's our 10 minutes of adorable couples being precious. What good birds. Thank you again to my lovely Patreon patrons, whose contributions ensure that our rescue birds get veterinary care more easily. My husband subsidizes anything that I don't have in the budget, so we never really have to worry that something is going to happen to the birds for lack of funds. But my patrons make this much easier on us. Well, and that Rigby is done with cuddling. Bye, that Rigby.